All right, we're gonna see how today goes. I'm back at my lovely table. Hello, lovely table. I'm doing a quote, but I'm cleaning off the surface of this morning. I found this. Art is the proper task of life, and by Friedrich Nietzsche. That one I can't mess up because it's right here. Yesterday's I was like editing it, and I'm like, oh, E.E. Cummings, that's not the right author. And then the Oh Pooh thing came in, and it's like, okay, well, Winnie the Pooh, Oh Pooh, and E.E. Cummings, and A.A. Milne. I think I've done that before. And my Amy Tangerine paints are due here today. So, okay. I am working, if you don't already know, I am working on a Traveler's Notebook junk journal that I made. Here are 3 inserts, teeny tiny, but they're going to expand. And I have not sewed them to their cover yet because I'm getting smart in my older age, and after they're done, I'm going to sew them in. I thought I heard a Amazon Prime truck, not yet. So, this is my pile of stuff. And I could talk without embarrassing myself in front of my parents. Okay. And let's see. This is only the pile of stuff that I can use. And if it's not used this go around, it's getting trashed. Some of it is 10 years old. Some of it is 2 days old. Some of it is 10 months old. Some of it is junk mail. Some of it is painted. Some of it is acetate, some of it is scrapbook paper, some of it is book text, foreign newspapers, vellum, deli paper, ephemera from magazines, all my favorite things. And that's what can only go in here. And I have a list of quotes, but if anybody wants to follow along, you can do whatever quotes you want. Here's my Winnie the Pooh. Wasn't sure because my little butterfly went over the line here. How good that was going to work. Not too bad. Maybe I can touch that up a little bit today because I put it too close to the wet black. Duh. So, alright, do we want to use this one today? Art is the proper task of life. There's my fog. I have to find a fish quote. Something about life. I'm trying to do like a motivational thing for me. During some sad times with my mom and dad's health, I really couldn't talk too much about it in front of them, which I'm in a back bedroom, but still. They can only hear you when you don't want them to hear you. And my mom is having half her pancreas and part of her spleen removed on the 18th. They moved it up. Supposedly due to scheduling conflicts. Hopefully that's what's really happening. You could do it in here. My dad's got several appointments. The next couple weeks is going to be torture. So this is good for my brain to keep me slightly positive. And it's not the matter of that I'm not positive. I'm grumpy. Grumpy. Just because you're in there with them every day and they are their own worst enemies. They won't do what the doctor tells them to do. My mom is better at it than my dad. My dad is pitiful. And we're like giving up our entire lives. Sort of okay with that currently. But they're not doing anything to help themselves. Alright, what do we want to do? Let's just pick a page, Beth. Oh, here we go. Emotions. Alright, we might leave that in there. This is a brochure, an extra one from the Flood Museum in the Netherlands from a couple years ago. And those people went through a lot more than I'm going through. 1,800 people lost their lives and tens of thousands had to flee from the devastating forces of the flood. When did this happen? 1953. Nope, that was when they... When did this happen? Well, it was a bad flood. But this is how they worked with all of that water in the Netherlands and the dikes. 1953, yep, okay. All right, this is our page. This is our stuff. This is our quote. Here we go. Tinkerbell showed up again, but she's upside down. That's okay. All right, fast forward. How many times can one person say, okay, here we go, but whatever. This is some junk mail, and I was going through that. That picture was of Ireland, where we're going to be in July. Hopefully nothing going on. We do think the time is near for my dad. His body's just worn out. That's all there is to it. His body is just worn out. So I have this piece of deli paper here with paint on it, and it's going to go over that brochure, but you can still see the stuff through the brochure that talks about water, and in there it talks about the emotions of the people going through that flood. And I'm going through a flood of emotions at this current time with my parents, and the near ending for my mom and dad, or my dad. And so I just picked out a bunch of blues and made it match the paper of the brochure, but in a way it's just waves and waves of emotion and all that tied together. There's my Amy stickers. Nothing really fit there. So I really like how this turned out, and I needed art today to get me through life, and that's the whole point of this exercise of quotes. It's motivational or life or challenge quotes to get me through some challenging times, and I don't know any other way to do it but to do it through art and work it out in my head and in my heart, and that's what I'm doing. Since I'm home, I got to use my Stabilos, which I love and have missed, and through all of this I am keeping my ear out for the Amazon Prime truck. Yes, can't wait. Amy is going to come live with me. I can't wait. Anyhow, thanks for watching. It's going to be very off and on in the next couple days, I imagine. So if there is a video, watch it. If there isn't, please keep me in your heart, Curtie. That's all I'm going to say. Otherwise, I'll cry.